What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor Lawler. Welcome back to another week of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit chat about everything to do with film. We are also talking weird news later on in the episode. So, timestamp down below if you want to check that out. If you're here for weird news, this is now the episode where it appears. It's half and half. I am joined as always by my best pal, Mr. Shaun Mead. Shaun, how's it going?
I'm good, Conor. I remembered to put in the timestamps again.
Did you forget?
No, never. Don't worry about it.
Making me kind of question that you did.
Nah, look, you have a show to host. Don't be worrying.
I don't check that stuff, but I should.
Because you have trust in me.
I have trust until you've broken multiple times.
Hey, now. Episode 77 was great.
This is Heroes for Hire podcast. As I said, if you're here for movie news, that will be the first 40 to 45 minutes of this episode, and then if you're here for weird news, that is going to be the second half of the episode. It's all in one easy to access place. It's just both episodes combined in together. But if it's your first episode, you don't have to do anything. Don't worry about it. Just sit down, chill out and listen. But if it's your second or above, we'd really appreciate a 5 stars, a like, a follow, a share would be unreal, but like a comment, I mean, completely legendary.
Oh yeah, Spotify will ask you a question at the end of this, and so just tell us, I don't know, your favourite timestamp? Nah, we haven't formed a bit yet for this episode.
4126?
Just to start saying numbers.
But yeah, so and tell Shaun he's doing a good job, unless he's not, because I'm not keeping an eye on him. So it's your job to tell me if Shaun is fucking up, because I won't keep an eye on him. So make a comment, say, Conor, Shaun's done it again, and then I'll check out the episode.
Unless that's positive, like Shaun's done it again. Like he's knocked it out of the park.
That old classic positive phrase, he's done it again.
Yeah, I think that could be positive, Conor, personally. But I'm a free thinker. And you're a dick.
Also, we have a Patreon at the moment. If you want to head on over there, our June movie review has come out. We did Pirates of the Caribbean 2, Dead Man's Chest, the one where Johnny Depp is on a big wheel.
And Orlando Bloom's on a big wheel.
He is as well, yes. So we review a movie every single month. This month was Pirates of the Caribbean 2. Shaun, it's one of Shaun's favourite movies, and I watched it also.
Yeah, and that's all you need to know about the review, is that it's one of my favourite movies, and please be nice to it. It's my birthday.
If you want to listen to that, head on over to the Patreon. It's just for the price of one coffee. You can get access to that and all the hundreds of other movie reviews and TV show reviews we've done over there. But Shaun, enough of that stuff. It's time to get into the proper news, and this is the movie news section. There's only one place I kind of want to start, and that is we have some leaks of Superman suits.
Indeed we do.
That we needed to have a chat about.
Okay.
Now, we don't normally have a chat about this kind of stuff, but this one really surprised me, because this week, James Gunn's Superman movie, obviously coming out, and for the week that was in it, movie photos were leaked with David Corenswet's full suit, along with Lois Lane and Mr. Terrific. Mm-hmm. We got to see all that behind the scenes stuff, and to be honest with you, there was a lot of people that were like, this suit is shit, and I was really confused, because I was like, this suit looks great.
I think it looks class. It looks like it's bright and colourful. We got the red trunks. We got everything I could want in a Superman suit. It's got the logo on the cape, like All-Star.
We also have our first shot of David Corenswet's Clarke Kent.
Yes.
And his Superman. And they look like different people.
Yeah, they do.
Kind of.
There's
as much as you can make one man look like two different people with a pair of glasses.
Yeah, glasses, and the hair is a bit different. It's a bit more like messy as Clarke Kent and stuff like that. But he is a giant man as well. Like,
yeah, like the fucking hell, David. He's like 6'4" or so.
Up, dude. Like
he's gigantic. He's perfect
insane.
for the role. I was like, they're Superman.
Yeah, like it's a very there's one photo and it's Superman with like his hands on his hips looking up at a tree, and I'm like, if they make this man take a cat out of a tree, it's the best movie
I guarantee
ever.
James Gunn is making that Superman take a cat out of a tree.
He has to, surely.
that's so James Gunn to do that. Like, and you know he loves like the All-Star Superman and just like the old Superman of just hope that he kind of reads to portray.
Yeah.
And we've kind of been asking for that a lot. It's actually fascinating. Just like these images came out, and this was the first time that I was like, I'm really looking forward to the Superman movie, and I hope it's good.
It's weird having that feeling, but yeah, I'm really jazzed for this.
Like, I hope it's good. And I remember being like 14 or 15, being like, Superman is boring as shit. Like, I don't want to know anything about Superman. I'm too cool. And like, he's too fucking, he's a good boy.
He's a little boy scout.
That.
He's too nice.
He's too nice. I don't want that. And now it's been really weird being like, maybe we need a movie where some guy is just super nice.
Imagine a superhero, his whole power is just being nice. That'd be...
And like he's a god, but he's just nice.
But he's a small town values. Like in the world we live in today, wouldn't it be nice to have a beacon of hope such as Superman?
and you could also enjoy Pattinson's Batman as the dark edgelord that he is.
I've seen a lot of people putting those two costumes side by side, like the Superman and the Batman. It's like, they do work very well with each other.
Like, I mean, as characters as well. I mean, you got, like... we haven't seen the movies, so we don't know what this Superman is, but like we know that Batman, he's proper edgelord. Yeah. You're not my real dad, Alfred, and he will grow into a better version of that, hopefully, in the second one. But that's where he is now, and I think that worked really well with like this Superman who's just like really bright, colourful, and is just like gigantic. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like and I know we're getting a different Batman. We're getting a Batman that has Damian already, which I think could also work very well with this Superman. Just from what we've seen, I just really like the vibes that this is putting out. And also, Mr. Terrific looks terrific.
Mr. Terrific looks really good. Now, that was a difficult sell because they obviously did Mr. Terrific in the Arrow TV show.
Yeah.
Which, look, it wasn't bad, but like if you do something in that TV version, it's weird to bring it then to the movie version without people thinking of the TV version first.
Yeah, like the Flash had to fight against a lot of that. Had to fight against a lot of other things as well.
I have to be honest with you, they would have just been way easier just to cast Grant Gustin.
I don't know why that wasn't the immediate move, quite honestly.
They were like, no, Ezra's better. Ezra will fight fucking Hawaii.
Ezra won't let us down. Oh no, they've let us down.
Ezra will never ever give us one bad piece of PR. Ever.
Oh, to open my newspaper.
Yeah, I mean, the Mr. Terrific suit looks really, really good. And like, Mr. Terrific is such an interesting character as well. I don't know which version of Mr. Terrific it is. I assume it's Terry Sloan.
Is he the classic Mr. Terrific?
He's like the very first one from like 1942 or 1940, like early 40s he first appeared. But then you have Michael Holt, who's been Mr. Terrific, I think, since like the 90s.
Right.
At some point. So I don't know which one they're going to do, but the way I would look at it is that like James Gunn is going proper classic with everything else. So it would surprise me if he didn't just choose like the really early Mr. Terrific as well.
That would be cool. Like, and it's mad in an origin. This is kind of an origin, I'm assuming, that it'll be touched on. It seems like we're just getting a bunch of characters, like a bunch of actual other heroes. Like it's an established world where things have already happened.
My theory with Mr. Terrific is that they'll maybe use the Terry Sloan name. Now, I know nothing about this. Maybe they've released on IMDb that the lad is called Michael Holt.
Right.
But they'll use the Terry Sloan name, but Michael Holt's origin. And Michael Holt's origin is that he's an Olympic level gold medalist. He's an absolute genius. He has like PhDs in basically like 50 different things, and he's a black belt fighter. Like he's literally like the perfect human.
Right, so they'll combine the Mr. Terrifics.
I think that's maybe somewhere along the way. I mean, you can do that; it's absolutely fine.
Michael Holt apparently is the.
It's Michael Holt is the one they're choosing. Okay, so they are going Michael Holt. So they maybe just didn't want to do Terry Sloan at all then, but. Same kind of thing. Michael Holt, he's basically a perfect human, just as smart as Batman in comic book terms. I think I read once where he's like the 5th smartest person in all of DC.
Jesus.
Which includes like Lex Luthor and Bruce Wayne and all that.
Yeah. Like, just, I love a character that, like, his brains are arguably more useful than, like, the rest of their powers.
Well, that's what he creates, all the T-spheres that are he's most famous for. That's, like, what the character is, like, his most powerful weapons, and that's how all of his weapons are all his own inventions.
Yeah. We're also getting Hawk Girl, Guy Gardner, Metamorpho, and Lex Luthor is in this. Frank Grillo is playing Rick Flag as well.
Rick Flag Sr.,
yes,
yeah.
That's it. And then Maxwell Lord.
And Nathan Fillion is Guy Gardner.
Yeah, which is insane. And Millie Alcock is Supergirl?
Yeah.
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 This is a big movie, man.
Look, the question then becomes, is it too much? So, like,
any other director, I would say yes.
Yeah, it's one of those where James Gunn has that kind of, I don't know, he's built up that trust.
He's got a proven track record of making big casts work very well together out of the gate.
I mean, the last movie he did is Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and the one before that was The Suicide Squad.
Both pretty good, I would say.
Both fucking excellent. And so, like, it's... And they're all big cast. Now, obviously, this is a Superman movie, so you're going to have to put him front and centre. He's leading the line. Him and Lois. Rachel Brosnahan is going to be playing her, who also looks absolutely perfect.
Yeah, great choice.
It's like they basically ripped the people from comic books and just made like real-life human people of them. And we're just like, there you go. Now, that's what they look like.
There we go. Now, let's watch a story together.
Now, let's watch a movie where they all look like that. But, yeah, if you introduce all these side characters, what you don't want is have an Iron Man 2 situation in which it feels like, we're setting up something. We're setting up something for 3 movies from now. Because that is what the DC's problem has been for about 15 years.
The too much too soon approach.
Lex comes across a video file that has all of the heroes and all of their logos already in
Forgot that was real
ridiculous. Right? Super dumb. No need for it. So it's a very fine balance, and I really hope that they find it. That it's like there's some characters this world has lived in, but we don't need to have like the big moment like "you'll see me again, don't you worry," and then like goes off into the distance. Yeah,
and you don't need to tease like, there's another Kryptonian pod that's been opened. Like, just show everyone and just have it be a world that exists.
I mean, the most you could do with Millie Alcock as Supergirl is just have her appear at the very end.
Yeah.
Just like last 5 seconds.
It's like, cool, unreal.
Great stuff. There we go. That's fine. But we don't need to have it as part of the plot.
Yeah, we shouldn't divert too much time. Like, just make a Superman movie. Just make a real good Superman.
Just make him be, and he's fighting Lex, and he's Nicholas Hoult is fucking this cast is ridiculous.
It's insane, but I fully believe it's going to work.
He's such a madman that I think he might pull it off.
Yeah, but not in the way that like Taika Waititi's a madman. You know?
No, he's... See, Taika's amazing if you put reins on him.
Yeah.
But James Gunn is kind of like more let him go.
He should be... Yeah. But also, it's his universe now. It's himself and Peter Safran can just do whatever they want. And having that voice at the top being like, no, this is what we're doing. This is the plan. I know where it's all is going to go. There's a plan before we go in.
Yeah.
We're not figuring it out on the fly.
I am still mostly worried about the Batman movie because the guy who did The Flash is doing that one.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, surely the easiest thing ever is just to contact Matt Reeves and just be like, dude.
Apparently there was talks of like, do you want to bring the Batman into the main thing? And Matt Reeves is like, nah, not really. And James, which I respect the hell out of.
I respect it, but like, I would just stay away from Batman while Matt Reeves is doing his thing.
Yeah, like leave that run its course and then...
Because you might be able to convince them after like the second or third movie to like come around.
Yeah, because if Superman comes out and then it's like, okay, it's real good. We're just missing the Batman.
They're on kind of a bit of a roll.
Yeah.
And like Pattinson's character has kind of grown into like proper Batman.
Yeah.
Like that would be a really cool moment where he joins like the Justice League if you wanted to do that weird thing.
And he has a kid turns up as well.
And it's just a kid. It's fine. So I'm very much looking forward to this. The set photos are out. If you haven't seen them, just look them up online. It's just fantastic. I just think everyone looks great.
Yeah.
It's just one of those ones like, everyone looks fucking fantastic.
Which also, like, it's such a better suit reveal than it was, like the one where he was like sitting down in the dark. I don't feel that
the
sold
weird CGI alien invasion in the background.
Yeah, like I get what they were going for, but I don't think they sold it as good as they could have.
I have a question before we move on. Are you going to watch the trailer for this movie?
I will, because we'll have to talk about it on this show.
We will. I think we might watch one.
Yeah, I kind of want to be semi-surprised with this one.
I think what we did with Guardians was perfect. I think we watched one and then we left it.
Yeah.
We did the same with Dune.
Yeah, which I think that's just how we got to cover it now.
I just, like, we touched on the first one, but then at the same time, for just the general, like, this is going to be great, let's just leave it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, because I wish, there's so many movies I wish I only watched one trailer for. Like,
do you know what I found ever since I started doing that is, like, there's bits in the trailer that are jokes that they put in, but I'm the only one laughing in the cinema because I haven't seen them before.
Yeah, you haven't.
I'm like, that's a good gag.
You haven't had all the humour sucked out of it yet.
Yeah, like, oh, amazing. I did it for Dune, by the way. Best option I could have done. It was fucking fantastic. I think I watched the teaser. I think we might have watched like the 30 or 40 second teaser, and then we were like, that's grand.
Yeah,
that's enough.
I think I played before something else, and that was the first time I had seen the other trailer for it.
Okay, we got to move on, Shaun, to our next piece of news. And I know what you were thinking. You've been asking me since the 2001, when is Shrek from Donkey going to get his own movie? And I have good news for you.
You do?
Because finally, after Puss in Boots gets his day in the sun twice, Shrek finally, Eddie Murphy, is going to be getting his own spin-off movie. Shaun, are we excited?
I will say, look, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, that's a fantastic
movie.
film.
Yeah.
Now, do I want the donkey movie? No, I don't.
What if that's fantastic?
It could be. But why take the risk, you know?
Do you know what's fascinating about this? Is how did this not get made in 2005?
I don't know. I don't know how that wasn't the immediate follow-up.
Like, especially after Shrek 2, like, you were at the height of, like, Eddie Murphy's donkey, like, Shrek universe. Like, everyone's like, these movies are amazing. But it was such a different time in cinema that if the exact same thing happened now, Shrek's getting his own movie straight, or Donkey's getting his own movie straight away.
Yeah, like, it would be built into the production plan for Shrek.
They'd have the Shrek universe.
Yeah, to seed all these donkey ideas and stuff like that.
It's so fascinating. So, like, having it come out now, now, look, they're not mentioning whether it's Shrek 5 or Donkey, but I assume it'll probably just be Donkey on the title, because if Puss in Boots got his one, I think Eddie Murphy's like, I'll do a movie. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
No, the Puss in Boots was nominated for an Oscar. Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, we can do this. I mean, is this something that you would watch?
No, but I wouldn't have said I would watch the Puss in Boots one when that came out, and
True,
that's really
that was
good,
really
you know?
good.
I don't know, it just feels lazy. Is that the word? Like, they just, again, it's everything. They just have existing characters and they're afraid of fucking up.
Yeah. I mean, and you're just like, let's bring out a character everyone knows.
Yeah, let's bring out one of the safest bets from the most recent.
I mean, it'll make a shit ton of money. Like, and that's all they care about. So, like, even Inside Out 2, I mean, that's fucking breaking all sorts of records currently. Yeah. So, like, but which is one of those things where it's like, Inside Out and Inside Out 2, or Inside Out 1 is a fucking amazing movie. And then number 2 is, like, come out, it kind of deserves that. But it also gives the studios the wrong idea that they're like, sequels forever?
Yeah.
Sequels forever.
Sequels forever. It's the only way to do it.
Let's not do an original one.
I'm formulating a little idea here, because you know who owns DreamWorks?
Go for it.
Universal Pictures, Connor. I think any movie made from Donkey will be funneled into the dark universe, so that we get all those monster movies we want.
They're going to use the Donkey movie to fund their dark universe.
Yeah. I think that's not a weird thing to say.
I think we should start the rumour every time Universal does anything that it's about funding the Dark Universe.
Guys, the Dark Universe is coming back. This proves it.
But we have to do like a TikTok video of like where we point out things and like, look, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that this is what's going on. I'm just saying it's fucking weird that they're always trying to fund their Dark Universe. Yeah. Am I right?
And yeah, sure, they have all of the Minions and Jurassic Worlds as well. But
yeah,
mainly Donkey funds Dark Universe.
Mostly try to fund the Dark Universe.
Sure, now, they made Oppenheimer, but Dark Universe.
Yeah, they have Christopher Nolan now.
Yeah.
But he's there to fund the Dark Universe.
Look, sure, they've got all of the monsters who fight each other and also the Fast and Furious franchise, but they need the money from Donkey to fund the Dark Universe.
They need the money from Donkey to fund... Yeah, the Dark Universe, as we all know, was the movie universe that they tried to set up in 2016, in which they were just going to do like Frankenstein and Frankenstein's...
Bride.
Frankenstein's Bride, you had Dracula,
Jekyll and Hyde was going to be done.
Jekyll and Hyde and the Mummy.
Yeah.
And they did the Tom Cruise The Mummy, and then it fell so far flat that Tom Cruise ran away, as he is tend to do, and they never did another movie.
So, but now it's coming back, apparently.
It's coming back in a big way. Well, now they got the donkey.
Now they got the donkey money coming in. It's all gravy for Universal.
Speaking of studios needing money, Shaun,
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Hooray! I did it.
Warner Brothers. What's something that Warner Brothers fucking love? It did like a load of movies about 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they fucking love it. And they want to get it back off the ground.
Looney Tunes back in action.
No, Harry Potter.
Of course.
HBO's Harry Potter reboot series has landed its team. Shaun, it is going to have the Succession writer and director. It's got a fucking all-star team currently involved.
Interesting.
So it's landed Francesca Gardner as its showrunner, writer and executive producer, and Mark Mylod as executive producer and director. Mylod has worked on basically all of the HBO heavy hitters of the last few years. Directed 6 episodes of Game of Thrones across the 5th, 6th and 7th season. He's also done The Last of Us. He also did the critically acclaimed The Menu in 2022.
Menu's real good. I really enjoyed The Menu.
And also Succession. So I mean, they're the masterminds between like Last of Us, Succession, Game of Thrones, The Menu. This is the heavy hitters.
Of course.
They're making sure this does not fucking fail.
My one reservation that J.K. Rowling is a cunt.
Yeah, that is something that's going to have to work against them. Yeah.
And the thing is, this could be the best show in the world, but I don't want to watch it because I don't want to give that woman money.
You know what? That is fascinating because I read it and I was like, they could literally bring in Matt Reeves to direct every episode, and I would still. And James Gunn and Matt Reeves are working together as a duo with like fucking Tarantino.
Yeah, fucking Greta Gerwig is attached. Like,
and Greta's doing an episode, and I would still be like, she's just a fucking cunt.
She doesn't deserve it. She's a horrible person.
She's just mean. Just leave people alone.
Yeah, just leave people be people. Like, so I find it's tough for Warner Brothers that their most successful franchise is also attached to one of the worst PR nightmares waiting to happen.
Also, I've got off Warner Brothers because ever since they came out with like Zaslav's things of saying
freezing out the writers during the strikes and stuff.
As in like, yeah, well, first of all, the writer strikes, but also being like, we're not going to do anything original.
Yeah.
We're going to lean heavily into things that worked 10 years ago.
Because markets don't change and people's appetites don't change.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. So, like, they're putting this on HBO. They're getting the Succession team, the Game of Thrones, The Last of Us. Everybody's on this fucking thing. They are like, this is not failing.
But it should. It might, no, it probably won't.
I think it'll be good. I think they won't allow it to be bad because this is the one that they're like, this can't fail because it just, I mean, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It can't fail.
But it's such a weird one to try and save your studio. Not that they're saving the studio, but it's much harder to monetize HBO original, like, or Max or whatever the fuck it's called.
Is it called just Max now?
I think it's just called Max now, which is the worst branding in the world. But it's much more difficult to translate actual revenue from a Max streaming thing, because you're just going off of subscriber numbers. And fair enough, you'll probably see a jump in the month that you release Harry Potter. But like, we don't get Max over here. No. It's put out through Now TV.
Sky Atlantic.
And Sky Atlantic, yeah. Like, so where does that translate? Like, where you're just selling it to other streaming services.
Yeah.
There's no way to...
I mean, I think that's probably a bigger conversation of like, we're missing the 22 episode just season of just like, you get greenlit, you get going, you have your 5 seasons, and then you fuck off.
You chip away at it, and it gets better and better and better, and then you stop.
And it gets better, and then it starts going downhill, and then you get pulled.
Then you pull the plug, yeah.
That's the natural thing, but everyone gets paid, and we got cameramen, we got lighting, but like, if you get greenlit for a new season, everyone gets their paychecks.
Oh, of course. And do you watch The Bear by any chance?
Yes.
The third season of that has dropped all at once. And I was kind of hoping it would be a weekly thing, because I really like checking in on it.
I thought it would be a weekly thing. I haven't seen episode 1.
No, the new one it's all dropped as far as I know.
Go away.
Part of what made the second season so good was the build up each week.
Yeah. How have they not figured that out yet? I don't understand.
I don't know. I don't want... Because now I have to watch it all at once. I can't, like...
It's actually it's kind of really interesting psychologically, because like back in the day when you had to do weekly, you were like, oh god, I wish it all came out at once. But now everything is so like at once.
Yeah.
Like, you get like 20 episodes of something. Like, you just go on Netflix and you just find a series. It's like, oh, it's all there, cool. And like, nobody has to wait. The only thing people wait for now are like the House of the Dragon and stuff, and that's like events. It's like an event for the week. It's seen as something like special.
But so many shows now could be event shows.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having, like, I don't know, if you were like someone who liked throwing parties and have the Bear watch party, and you all eat like nice food and watch the Bear together. That'd be class.
Well, I mean, the X-Men, the animated X-Men 97
coming out.
Came out week to week, and I mean, it was perfect, because like, it was like, I was talking to one of my friends, and they were like, oh, I'm on episode 7. I was like, I'm only on episode 5.
Yeah.
Go and tell me what happens.
Yeah. And it's like, it's exciting just to know, oh, there's more coming.
Oh, like, I'll catch up before this week.
Yeah.
I'll sit down and watch 2 at once.
Yeah, and if you have to, like, the on-demand is great for catching up, but it shouldn't be the delivery of everything all at once.
No, I would prefer to be like, if you watch week to week, and then there might be one week where like you miss it.
Yeah.
And like, okay, I'll watch 2 back to back, and that's like an amazing feeling, like, oh, I got double.
I did it, and I caught up, and I'm really jazzed about the whole thing.
Yeah.
The Boys is coming out weekly, and I know it comes out on a Thursday, and I'll watch it every Thursday. Like,
yeah, it's weird how your brain just like is like, yeah, well, that's Thursday's the Boys.
Thursday's Boys Day. Yeah,
I gotta watch that then.
It's mad. Like, and I'm not watching.
Like, I know Monday night here is Game of Thrones. Well, House of the Dragon, because obviously it's Sunday at like 2:00 in the morning. So like, not staying up till 2 on Sunday night. So like, get home from work on Monday, and I'm like, House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
It's Monday night. We're locking in. I avoided spoilers for the last 12 hours.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, you go into work on Tuesday, it's like, oh, we watched House of the Dragon. Not that I talk to the people I work with, but you know what I mean.
Never talk to anyone at work.
Never talk to anyone, period, except for you.
True. No, I suppose this is a conversation that we've had hundreds of times, but I'm assuming everyone feels the same. It might be weird if someone's like, no, I love it when they all drop together, which is fair enough if you do.
Yeah, but like, like Bridgerton split up the season, which is kind of nice. It was like 4 episodes.
I don't know if I like splitting the season. I actually kind of against splitting the season.
I would rather it be week on week, because that's essentially the same thing.
My order would be week on week, all together, and then split the season. Because I don't like the idea we do 4 and then we split it and then we wait fucking 6 weeks and then we do another 4.
I don't know what the logic behind it is. But it feels bad at the end of episode 4. And you're like, fuck it, I have to wait, but I know they're all there. Like, they're all
I have to wait ages.
Yeah.
Whereas you feel like if it's just week to week, let's just do it over 8 weeks anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I get to enjoy something for 8 weeks.
Yeah. Okay, we got to move on. But yeah, HBO are doing a Harry Potter series.
Oh, great. Let's not watch it.
But not only are they doing that, they're also doing, Shaun, a series has been greenlit for the Green Lanterns.
This is their
the Green
True
Lanterns
Detective-y
series.
thing.
Lanterns has been picked up as HBO series for 8 episodes. Now, obviously, this is pretty big due to the fact that obviously James Gunn heavily involved now. But the people that are doing it are going to be Chris Mundy, who was involved in True Detective at Ozark. He will be showrunner and exec producer. Also on board Damon Lindelof from Watchmen and The Leftovers, and Tom King from Mr. Miracle and Supergirl, who will be executive producers and co-write Lanterns.
It's all coming together.
Tom King coming in is very strong.
Yeah. Just get someone who intimately understands these characters.
Yeah. And I think the series will follow, as far as we know, Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. So it'll follow both of them.
Cool. And then Guy Gardner appears in Superman.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. So they're doing a buddy cop thing in space.
I think they're doing the 2 Earth guys in space.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's so good.
It will follow 2 members of the Green Lantern Corps, an intergalactic team charged with defending a specific realm of the cosmos. That's a weird fucking way. They got green rings and they fight people in space.
They believe in themselves hard enough that they're superpowered.
They're basically space police.
Cops.
That's what they're space cops. If something goes wrong, you just call in the Green Lanterns. They come and help your planet if you're getting taken over by evil aliens.
Yeah.
But new recruit Stewart and Lantern legend Jordan are 2 intergalactic cops drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder.
Holy shit, that's fun.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
I like how they're doing Hal Jordan is just like, no, he's just the best. Like, he's always been
Hal
here.
Jordan is the greatest legend ever, and Jon Stewart is just starting.
He's the plucky rookie. So
it's training day.
They're doing a training day.
They're doing the training day with Green Lanterns, and I gotta admit, I fucking think that's great.
I think this is sick.
Yeah.
But also, what about Agatha? What about the Agatha series?
Sorry, no, you're right.
I gotta
remember
pick
Agatha?
one,
yeah,
you know?
We're all looking forward to Agatha, aren't we? When's that coming out?
Oh, sometime. Don't worry about it. Don't ask questions.
Coming out eventually. The right answer is eventually.
Armour Wars.
Armour Wars. I like this idea. I think this would have been shat on like 5 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, you know what? That kind of sounds like something I would watch.
Honestly, because like it's such a different way of doing a Green Lantern film than we've seen before, say, that they must have a proper idea for it to go so hard.
To me, you do a True Detective style season where they just have Green Lantern rings somehow for some reason.
But they're gonna be using the rings and shit. That's gonna be great.
And it's HBO, so they got unlimited money.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. Yeah,
it's HBO, so they could just spend.
It could look good.
It could look really good, and they do a full series of the 2 of them, and it's what a great way to introduce both of them immediately, because like everyone kind of has a favourite Green Lantern. Mine's probably Kyle Rayner, but
I like Kyle Rayner. You told us about Kyle Rayner on Heroes.
Yeah, Kyle Rayner is my favourite, but like Hal Jordan is like the legend, and Jon Stewart is the one in the Justice League animated show that I kind of grew up watching. So I'm like, Jon Stewart is also pretty legendary.
I feel like the Lanterns don't get a fair shake in popular culture a lot of the time. Like, I think they do get lost in the fog of Supermans and Batmans and Wonder Womans and stuff.
I also think they're really badly done because they always just make a gun.
Fair.
They always just like, oh, what can I imagine? A big fucking hammer. All right, great.
Yeah, or a big boxing glove. Like
a big boxing glove. Like I mean, you could do really cool things with them, but I don't think that. We also had the 2011 movie with Ryan Reynolds,
which we reviewed on Patreon.
Which we did review on the Patreon, and it's fine, but it's not.
There's elements
good
there that could have worked, but it just falls apart.
Yeah, it falls apart. But like, you have Hal Jordan in that. I think it's such a great idea to have Hal as like he's the one teaching, and then we basically follow Jon Stewart as he's like us.
Yeah,
that he's learning along with them.
Do you think Hal Jordan committed the murder?
That's a really good, but I think people would not be happy.
Probably not. No,
people would be mad unless you said it was Hal Jordan, but it's not Hal Jordan. It's
Yellow Sinestro.
What's his name? It's Sinestro pretending to be Hal Jordan or something.
He's framed. And then the new recruit, Jon Stewart, has to save his mentor.
And Hal Jordan gets arrested.
Yeah.
And Sinestro's still not Sinestro fully, so he's like, oh, Hal Jordan, you've betrayed us all.
You're
here
the
on the Green
worst.
Lantern Corps.
We should just watch Green Lantern 2011 again, because I think that's most
No,
of that
we
plot.
shouldn't. That was... Do you remember in Green Lantern 2011 when Sinestro's like, you suck, Hal Jordan, I'm going to go fight him all by myself, and then he brings 3 of his friends who are all shit and they try and catch him with a big net.
Like a big net across a crater, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Who could have known? The big net.
Hal, I'm sorry. I thought the net would do it.
Yeah, I mean, let's. Also, they said that they asked Gunn and Safran about this, and Safran literally said he called the project a huge HBO quality event that is very much in the vein of True Detective.
God damn. Which is, True Detective's fantastic.
I mean, if you're going to copy anything for a buddy cop, let's do True Detective.
Or The Nice Guys.
Or The Nice Guys, but that's a different vibe. Different vibes of the two of them.
But, would I love that? Yes. You know that run of Battle for the Cowl where it's Nightwing as Batman and Damian?
And Damian Wayne as Robin, yeah?
That, but The Nice Guys.
So you're saying you want Dick Grayson and Damian Wayne put in a Nice Guys movie?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, you've just pitched my favourite thing ever.
It's a pretty good dynamic, right?
It's pretty good dynamic, I'll take that. So we're going to finish off movie news this week, Shaun, with Kevin Feige. He's, as we always say, he's in his little room, cigarette smoke everywhere. Yeah. Just
shirt sleeves rolled all the way up.
You cannot see
that tie,
in that room.
You better believe it's loose.
Just on the whiteboard just says, why does nobody like us anymore?
Yeah, where did we go wrong?
Where did we go wrong? And then just like very up in the corner just says, remember Endgame. Smiley face.
There's a green phone he uses to call Universal and beg for the Hulk back.
And another phone to Robert Downey Jr. Please
break glass in case.
But Shaun, Kevin Feige has come out with news about the Fantastic Four movie this week, and that is confirmation that it will be set not on Earth 616.
Okay.
So it's not going to be on the main Marvel universe. It's going to be in a different universe, firstly. And secondly, it's going to be set in the 1960s. It is going to be a period piece.
Cool.
Set in a different universe.
Interesting. That's a good way of doing that. So we know then that we're going to travel through universes at the end of this, presumably.
I assume it will end with Reed Richards being like, I've just created something that will bring us into a different universe.
Yeah, they could tie it into like the incursions and stuff like that have been happening.
You could also do the thing of Galactus is like, because Galactus is the big bad in this, and he's like, I'm going to go destroy a different universe, one where you guys aren't there. And like he goes to Earth 616, and then you have Reed Richards try to follow him with the team to be like, we got to warn them.
Good move, actually. That's a solid move. And then
just something like that.
And then Doom is like threatened by the new Reed that arrives from the 60s. I mean, I think it could work. Like, I think everything. My issue with Marvel at the minute is that everything just feels like a stepping stone to a reboot. Like to a Secret
stepping
Wars.
stone to something else.
Yeah. Like, I don't think they're trying to. I think they're trying to. Fantastic Four is the one where it's like, okay, it could work. Like, it's period piece. It's removed from everything else. We can just do it. But I know they're going to have to end up in the same world as.
Well, our brains immediately went to how do they bring them into the other place?
Yeah, exactly. Which I want to see. I don't know. Do I want to see anyone interact anymore in these movies? Because it's been bad for so long. Even Deadpool and Wolverine, we were like, this is fine.
Do you know what? That's so funny because, like, as we always talk about, like 10 years ago, you're like, wouldn't it be amazing if Spider-Man and Captain America were in the same scene? That'd be so cool. And now we're like, let's just do one where nobody talks to anyone.
How about we let Mahershala Ali kill some vampires? Like, that's what I want to see now.
It doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, I also think maybe about the DC stuff. the first thing we were like with the Superman thing was we're actually not that interested in him interacting with anyone else.
Yeah.
We just want him to have a nice time with Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Just keep it in-house.
That can be his main focus in that movie.
I think with this though, I think this gives it the best chance of being good. I think the way to do it would be to make it a period piece, to have it set in a different world, and you can do that.
Yeah.
And then Reed Richards is always the man that you can use to bring them in.
And it also saves answering the question of where they've been while Thanos and stuff happened.
Yeah.
Like they were just that world, our world never had a Fantastic Four. It wasn't a thing.
It's something that's very fascinating just to kind of keep in mind of just like how the mindset has changed for us like listening to this. I think this could be really good. I think the cast is really good.
Yeah. I like it all on paper.
Yeah, you know what? Like all of it on paper is really great.
Yeah.
And it's just, we're in this kind of strange times where we're like, let's see and wait and see what they do.
Yeah, I'm not pre-ordering a ticket, you know? Like, they need to earn it, Connor. They need to earn the respect.
Oh, they've lost it.
We've been burned. We've been burned too many times, I think.
We were burned. But wouldn't it be cool to see characters?
Oh, it'd be cool, though. Let's just put characters in.
Well, let's just have people interact.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Reed was in Doctor Strange?
Yeah, that meant something, I'm sure.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Because he was the one that all the fans said would be good.
I think that was the height of... I think that was the end of wouldn't it be cool if...
Yeah.
X met Y.
That is when it became, for me, jingling keys at a baby.
Yeah, because it was like we used to have the good movie and then be like, oh, wouldn't it be cool as a side add-on if they met them? But now it's like, well, what if they met them and then we'll come up with the rest of it afterwards?
Yeah, let's work backwards from cameo.
Yeah, so I hope this is really good. I'm very interested. Let's go proper 60s, swinging 60s. Let's do like a proper period piece.
Yeah.
Why not? It's meant to come out next summer, so around this time next year, 25th of July.
And with a budget is probably going to be $300 million or something like that.
Oh, like 400 million of money laundering is going into this. You know that.
I think Pedro Pascal is not the best choice for Mr. Fantastic, but I've said that before, I think.
I think Pedro Pascal is an excellent choice for most roles, but not for Reed Richards.
No, I don't think. I think he's too nice.
I think he's too charming. Reed is like, he's a dickhead.
Yeah, he is an ends justify the means kind of dude.
We're not meant to ever like Reed. We like the other three.
Yeah.
But Reed is the guy we come to if we have a problem, but we don't like any of his solutions.
Yeah, but they will work, but we don't want to do them.
No, we don't want to please him, is the thing.
Reed is Marvel. We don't want to give him the satisfaction.
So that is it for this week's movie news, Shaun, which means it is time to get into some weird news. Play that jingle. Wow.
Didn't mess up again.
I assume it was there. It might not have been. I'm not quite sure.
People will tell us in the comments.
People tell me if Shaun fucks up, as always. If this is your first episode of Weird News, Shaun, what do we do here?
You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world. You're about to read them all out to me, a man who has been too busy editing sneezes out of audio recordings to look at any weird news, Connor. Did I forget that?
Nobody heard it, but Shaun did have I'd say 5 or 6.
Big ones, folks.
Big ones. That the histamines wore off.
I got new ones today. I haven't taken them. So the other ones I think have developed an immunity.
Yeah.
The old ones, they were 10 milligrams.
Right.
These new ones, 120 milligrams of antihistamine, Connor. I'll be immortal.
It seems like too many.
You would think, but it's the only thing that'll work.
But apparently. What if I'm going to raise the question? What if you become immune to them, though?
Take 2 of them.
250.
Before you know it, I'll be on a kilo of antihistamine just to get through the day. I'll be the Scarface of the antihistamine world.
You're just going to be snorting antihistamines all day.
Yeah, and my nose will be clear.
And, well, it might start bleeding.
Well, look, who needs a septum?
And my teeth will start falling out, but I'm not sneezing.
Checkmate, summer. Oh, Shaun, it's November.
So, Shaun, we are going to have to start weird news this week where there's a prophet amongst us.
Oh.
And I think it's really important that we discuss these kind of people, because I have prophet who claims God gave him the winning formula has been banned from casinos after taking home $23,000.
Interesting. See, if God gave it to you, is it a crime?
It's just a heavenly just thing that's happened. It couldn't be up to you.
Yeah, it's divine intervention. It's like that lady who had to down all of her drinks because the ghost told her to do it. Well, you can't arrest a man for listening to God.
Archbishop Emmanuel Mutumwa claims he has been blacklisted from casinos who reckon he has an unfair advantage. As we all know, gambling is a game of... I mean, who's writing that? We all know that.
Do we all know this?
But apparently, when God is on your side, the sky is the limit for your earning potential. This is exactly what happened to a string of casinos in South Africa, who have forbidden a bloke who believes he's a prophet from stepping foot inside their establishments. So he apparently got kicked out of pretty much every single gambling den in his area, as bosses fear that because he is supposedly God's chosen gambler, he would clean them out financially.
But how is he doing it? Is he counting cards or something like that?
I mean, he apparently claims that he won a whopping $30,000 after receiving a vision from a higher power.
To do what? Like put it all on red? Or?
It's not exactly said. He apparently couldn't keep the good news to himself, and he bragged about his big win to locals. The news eventually trickled down to all of the other casinos, who have since decided to ban the alleged prophet from entering venues. I think what's happened here is this lad has put it all on red and won. And instead of saying, wow, wasn't that a bit of luck, he said, God chose me. I'm God's chosen gambler. I'm a fucking genius.
I'm special.
And he said it to too many people, and now all the other casinos are like, well, even if there's a 1% chance that he is God's fucking chosen gambler, we don't need that kind of business.
They can refuse anyone they want. That's
technically.
True. Okay, so how do we get past this then? How do we get this man back gambling?
I mean, I'm we've never had to do it the other way around.
I know.
I mean, to me, you have to have an Ocean's 11 style situation where we try and get him in.
Yeah, I was thinking Ocean's 12, but agreed.
We were thinking Ocean's 12, but okay, same process.
Okay.
We have Julia Roberts play herself, and we try and get him in.
Yeah, so he needs... He needs to be allowed in on religious grounds, I think.
Yeah, because can you ban them on religious grounds? But technically they can, because casinos have their own rules.
That's true. Damn. So we want end goal. We want this man to be able to gamble again.
I want this man to bet his whole life funds.
You now look, this might be controversial, but you need to put religion to the test. So I say you go up to that casino owner and you say double or nothing. Double or nothing.
And if you really believe in God, then
you'll have no problem with this.
Because you'll know God doesn't want to do gambling. That's a sin.
That is a sin, I believe. It's probably not great, yeah.
He continued. The problem is, right, that he never does himself any favours, because the owners are probably like, he's probably talking shit. But then he's like, God works in mysterious ways. This win wasn't about luck, but fate. I prayed for guidance, and the Lord provided the numbers through a vision. Isn't it a blessing to use these winnings to uplift my congregation?
Oh, so he wants to do good with the winnings, at least.
Yeah, I feel like you might say that, though, if you were, like, gambling.
Oh, if you're talking to the news, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm paying for several schools.
Yeah.
Boys, so many people I'm helping.
Every child is going to have a pair of shoes and a hot dinner.
Excuse me, I have to drive away in my Maserati.
Yeah. I dropped my gold chain.
So what do we do? How do we get this man gambling again? Because he's come out big, and I feel there's a wrong that's been had here. That, like, this man, all he can do is he gets visions from God. That can't be his fault, surely.
No one asks for visions from anyone, I would say. So, do we stop the visions? Do we use that money to go to a doctor and see if anything's going on, just in case?
A doctor to say, come on, heal yourself, please.
Because another word for vision is hallucination.
What if, I have a theory, what if you really wanted to put all your money on red? What if you maybe mistake some things that are already inside your own brain as visions from fate?
Could happen. Could easily happen. Now, I'm not really a gambly guy. If I lost money on like roulette, I would never forgive myself.
You know what? I don't understand how people like spend all of their money in a casino on like a slot machine. Like
Conor doesn't understand gambling.
I don't understand it. Like if I lose a fiver, my week is ruined.
Yeah. I hate it so much.
Maybe we're chickens. Maybe we're just cowards. But like, if I put a fiver in the sum and I do not win, I am fuming.
Oh yeah, I'm going back to that raffle and getting my money back. Yeah.
Last year, right, in work, they ran a sweepstakes for the Rugby World Cup. Right?
Yes.
And everyone put a fiver, and then you pull a team out of a hat, and everyone has a team, and if your team wins, you win back the €100 or whatever.
Bit of a laugh, yeah.
Bit of a laugh, right? And so I'm thinking, look, I'll give it a fiver, right? It's for a good cause. It's for a fun game. What can we do, right? And then I put it in, and I got Namibia, the worst team in the competition, and no hope of ever winning the competition in any way.
Well, that was
and
rigged.
Then immediately my brain switched to, I hate this fucking game.
I am not winning.
I was not able to talk to anyone. I was like, I've just wasted a fiver.
I'm in a sweepstakes for the Euros. Did I tell you this?
No.
So there's 12 of us doing it. So we picked 2 teams each. Yeah. And I've gotten Georgia and Spain.
Spain's not bad, but they're going to knock each other out.
That's the thing, yeah. Someone told me that, and I'm like, oh.
They're playing each other.
Yeah, yes. So I'm going to get through. I'm automatically through to the quarter.
The match might have actually already happened by the time this comes out. So
that's true.
We can't confirm nor deny who won. But someone tells Shaun if he's in money. Because, well, you technically are. They're definitely going to make the next round.
I'm getting a vision. Yeah. And turn up for the books. Georgia won 5-0. If that happens, I'll start doing predictions on the show.
The thing is, right, if both of those teams get knocked out, right, before the final stage, how mad are you going to be?
And I'm a tenner into this.
It's too much.
It's too much. I could do a lot with a tenner, you know?
Yeah. It's about the principle of the thing.
Yeah. I could get 2 subscriptions to the Heroes for Hire Patreon for that money.
That's very good, well spent money.
Let me tell you, folks, that's the safest bet you'll ever make.
You might call me a psychopath, but the most I ever tried was I did the NFL Fantasy Football League with the lads for years, but like from back to 2017. I know nothing about American football. Absolutely nothing. But they were like, oh, we need an extra person. So, like, we'll put you on auto draft. It'll choose your team automatically. It'll play the games. You'll be shit, but it's fine. You just feel it was free. It was fine, right? But then in 2019, they were like, it's a €30 buy-in, and the winner gets 150 or €200, and then like
pretty good return.
Yeah, and then immediately I was like, I really had to think about it. And then once I committed, I was like, I'm going to learn every stat.
I'm going to be the most genius bookkeeper of all time.
I'm going to moneyball this and learn digits and not look at them as humans. I didn't watch one game, not one Super Bowl, and I won it 3 years in a row. And now my thinking is, okay, I'm €450 up. I can pay €30 every year for like another fucking 15 years.
Yeah.
And I'm still technically up.
But you're not upping the bet to like €150.
If they said, oh, it's €100, I'm like, no, I'm out.
Yeah, not worth it. No.
Not worth it. But once I'm up, I'm fine.
Yeah, so lifetime you're up on fantasy football.
Yeah, like I'm grand, but it wasn't about win. I have no love for the game.
No, I don't care. I can't stress that
ultimately,
enough.
I don't mind who I won it 3 years in a row, and the third year we did like a lockdown quiz during the pandemic, and one of the questions for me was who won the Super Bowl, and I was the 3-time reigning fantasy football champion, and I didn't even know who made the final.
Don't need to.
Didn't care.
He gets on base.
He gets on base. I don't need them to score lots of points. I just need them to score more points than you score.
Yeah, and then it's your perfect. I'd love if you were like somehow the best in the world at NFL fantasy football.
I'm not though. I've gotten shit the last 2 years. I've gone downhill.
So you're too comfy. You're resting on your laurels.
I actually
need the fear of a €450.
The fear of losing drove me, and now I'm like, no, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So I don't put any effort into learning. And once you don't know anything, then you're kind of shit.
It's true. That is how that works.
I hate that. So Shaun, we need to move on because we talked about the guy getting base from God. But Shaun, I think we're bringing back a segment that doesn't have a jingle but should have a jingle, and that is Shaun Solves.
Shaun does solve every time. 100% success rate.
This is your first time listening to Shaun Solves. Shaun, how does this work?
You have found an agony aunt column or question or something from the internet, someone with a problem that needs solving, and we've determined it's not solved until we decide it is. So people give actual real advice, but I will offer my own view on the matter.
Yeah, and you have never been wrong, and you have sufficiently helped tens of people at this stage.
And each of those people has helped millions, so I'm kind of a hero.
Kind of a pyramid scheme kind of situation.
Yeah, it's all me.
It's all you. But Shaun has solved that person that had a smelly girlfriend that didn't know how to tell her, and told him to get COVID, then you can't smell them anymore. Just like really solid options that never fail.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting talk about it. I'm just saying let's do something outside the box. Let's have some fun with it.
Don't emotionally maybe talk to someone and try and get on the same level. That's never going to help.
Grow.
No, don't grow as a person. What we need is grand gestures of madness.
Yeah, you want to regress is what you're doing here.
So Shaun, I'm going to give you one, and I really want to know how you're going to solve this, because this woman's in a bit of a pickle.
I can deal with it.
A woman has messaged in Shaun submitting a story saying that she doesn't know how to feel because her husband and her have been struggling to have a baby for the last few years. Okay, right. They've been trying. They haven't been getting pregnant. Right, it's been an emotional time for the couple, and then her husband did something horrendous to try and solve their struggles without telling me. My husband and my sister decided to sleep together to get pregnant and surprise me.
How did they think that would go?
My sister wants me to have this baby. So she said, I'll have sex with your husband, and didn't tell her.
Surely you would ask her opinion on that.
Her husband says it's fine because he feels like it's just like a surrogacy, and genetically it's my baby, and my sister says it's no big G.
That's very casual for... And is the sister pregnant now or what?
The woman pointed out that this is not the same as surrogacy, as it wasn't her egg, obviously, and her sister had just basically had sex with her husband.
That's fucked. These people should not be that man should not be a parent. If this is the way
shouldn't be allowed to have children. No. My husband said it's not cheating because you're basically the same DNA.
That's insane. That's an insane move. Have sex with her mother then.
So, shall I bring this problem to you? She's messaged this in somewhere, right? Their agony aunt gave general advice, talk to both of them. Try to figure it out. Shaun, what do we do in this situation? This woman's in a pickle.
Yeah, and look, I'm an empath, right? So I want these people to feel how she feels right now. Does her husband have a brother? Is the obvious question.
The obvious question is, you need to have sex with everyone he knows.
Yeah, and say it's basically the same because you're all friends.
His dad. Have sex with his dad.
His dad. Yes. Yeah. It's the only way out of this scenario.
It's basically the same DNA, man.
Yeah. Yeah, if he imagine that. Like she got pregnant with, say, his brother. Same DNA.
Same DNA.
That's his exact logic that he's going for there.
Are we going to maybe say that maybe her husband and her sister just wanted to have sex?
I think maybe the husband and sister just slept together, and then...
And they're gaslighting her into thinking it was a great idea.
We're so good for doing this.
We're actually the kind of heroes in this story.
We're the best people in the world.
Because we were struggling to have a baby, so we should get pregnant. And then it's the same thing.
That, I love how she was like, no, it's not. That's not what surrogacy is.
How long do you think that conversation went? When she explained the logic, she must have been looking at him like, you are the dumbest human being that's ever lived.
How do you break that news to someone? Did he say it with a smile on his face?
You're fucking great news.
Yeah, you're not going to believe what I've done.
I actually have gotten you the best gift for your birthday that you could ever ask for.
Guarantee you he's such a scumbag as well. That he was like, well, I really can't believe you've reacted like this.
Yeah, this is actually really bad, from you. You are actually, you're kind of coming across a bit weird.
I try and do one nice thing by fucking your sister.
So shoot me. I fucked your sister, okay?
There.
But, I'm just trying to do something about this.
I just want to be a dad.
So actually, it's a really cute story that I come across really well in.
So so what happens if that sister's pregnant now? They've not thought this through at all, have they?
Well, then it's technically her baby, because does she get, is she the mother then? They're going to give it away to her?
You could do adoption, I guess, but they've really complicated things here by having sex with her sister.
I think, look, she's in a bit of a pickle and there are a lot of options. Now, what is, you don't talk to either of them ever again?
Yeah. Probably the sensible option. That's a big breach of trust in a very serious way that we don't usually do on this show. That's a fucked thing to do.
No, it's only because of the way that she told the story that he was like, I've got fucking great news.
Yeah.
You are going to love what I'm about to say next.
Just brings out the sister from underneath a tarp.
You'll never guess what I did with your sister to cheer you up.
Guess where we just came from.
She's ever coming in from work and she's fucking tired.
Fucking tired, having trouble.
What's for dinner? There's sinks in the fucking... or the sink is full.
At least there's no guests over. Oh, wait, here.
What's my sister doing here? You are going to be delighted.
She comes down smoking a cigarette in a robe. It just happened.
We waited until you got home.
You could have sex with someone from his family, so he knows how it feels.
Only way is you got to have sex with his brother or his dad.
Yeah. Or his mum.
Or his mum. But I don't know if she will give you the baby that you're looking for.
Nah, but it's more of a power thing.
It's more of a power move. I mean, if you're going to go with that, you go best friend, maybe.
Yeah. See, then you're losing the DNA.
You're losing
angle,
the DNA argument then. Yeah. You got to keep the DNA. Maybe go for one of his cousins.
Clone him. You could clone him.
You could clone him and then have sex with the clone, but I feel like you don't really want to look at his face.
That's also the plot of the Paul Rudd's Aisling B comedy Living With Yourself on Netflix.
Is it?
It's quite good. Quite a good little programme there, Conor.
To be honest with you, it's Paul Rudd and Aisling B. It's got to be charming.
It's a comedic tour de force.
It's a comedic tour de force. Someone said this is a bit of a red flag in the comments, and I was like...
Little bit of one, I would say.
What are your big red flags, is my question.
It would have to be... Having sex with two sisters, perhaps?
Look, I was with you until maybe the sex with the sister. Then now I'm getting some bad vibes.
I'm beginning to believe you sought out a family of quadruplets.
I don't know how you deal with this. Other people are just saying you have to run away from this situation. They have created a horrible mess.
Get a new husband, leave them together.
Maybe get a different husband, but then don't go to their wedding.
No brothers. No brothers allowed.
You need to get a new sister.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to kill your sister.
Don't kill her. Just
Huh? No?
I know this is Shaun Sobs.
No, but please, open
I
forward.
legally have to come in here and say, don't kill your sister. But maybe put her in a barrel and put her in the ocean.
Maybe don't be friends with her anymore.
I wouldn't talk to her for a little bit, no. Maybe for a long time.
I don't think you could move past this.
I think this might be the ender for both of them, yeah.
It's not even the having sex with the sister, but no, not even the lying. The fucking brazen-faced, oh, this is a good thing. Without having discussed it.
In my head, by the way, he's saying to the sister, we should tell her this is a good idea. And the sister's like, I would not do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fully this one dude's idea to do this.
He's a fucking idiot.
But but then how was the other conversation? Like, would it just be, so I was thinking.
Yeah.
We're having issues.
Yeah.
What if I just have sex with your sister?
Who's more at fault? The husband is clearly a moron.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, the sister really should have been like, maybe the sister's a moron as well. Maybe they're both morons.
Surely, well, then they deserve each other,
They maybe deserve each other. Because there's nobody in the right mind to be like, yeah, makes sense.
This lady who created the post deserves better than both of them.
He must have literally done the greatest pitch of all time.
He's a great salesman, I'll give him that.
You have sex with me because me and your sister can't conceive. Yeah. So, ipso facto, me and you, she'll love it. She'll fucking love it,
you know?
He has like a slideshow.
Because you want the kid to have the same, you could adopt a kid.
He's going Targaryen on the place. Don't go Targaryen.
Don't go Targaryen.
Never
keep it out of the family.
Shaun, we're going to move on to our next piece of news. I just want to Shaun solve. So what is your solution?
Fuck his dad. That's my official line on the matter.
And if the dad is dead?
Well, you're not going to like it, Conor.
You're not going to like it.
Still fuck his dad.
As a real power move.
Yeah. Shows you can dig.
But you have to send him a text beforehand. Come to your dad's grave.
Yeah, it's on the anniversary.
So, Shaun, we're moving on to our next piece of news, and I have Dutch pilot successfully lands after canopy opens mid-flight. By canopy, I mean the fucking roof of the jet.
I think I've seen this video.
Yeah.
It's awful.
A Dutch pilot managed to miraculously land her small aircraft after the transparent canopy that protects her unexpectedly opened mid-flight. The pilot, Naren Malcolmjan, shared the challenging moment she experienced on her extra 330LX aircraft by posting the video to social media. In the footage, she is seen frantically trying to maintain her grip on the controls in the seconds following the tear of the roof of the fucking jet.
I've watched the video and it's awful. She's really calm and collected while it happens.
Yeah, that's literally what I thought of when I'm watching it as well. She's just chill. This happens, man.
Just no panic, Meanwhile, airplane force winds are now blasting her in the face.
She struggled to keep her eyes open as wind battered her face, while the two-seater plane veered towards the ground. Despite the difficulties she faced, she managed to land skillfully and still survived.
Do you think you get bonus points in your flight logs for that? Because you have to do a certain amount of hours.
She never has to do another test again, surely.
Yeah, surely. No, that also, that door is never opening again, is it? She's double, triple checking that.
Oh, sellotape all over it.
Blue tack.
Blue tack. They're like, we have airlock. She's like, no, blue tack.
Nah, I don't trust it. I'm sorry. I've been burned
from an
before.
Aerodynamic standpoint, she said, I faced some challenges in controlling the plane. I love how understated the whole thing is. This woman nearly just got dragged out of a fucking plane while she was 1,000 feet up in the air.
The aerodynamics were affected. It was tough
man.
To steer.
Perhaps the hardest part was maintaining energy, thus substituting my vision and breathing with kinetic energy. So the wind's hitting her, she can't breathe, she can't see. How the fuck is she landing this plane?
She must have just gone straight back to muscle memory of trainings and stuff like that.
That's proper close your eyes and feel the force.
Yeah, turn off the targeting system and just fucking land on instinct. Like when Patrick Wilson landed that ship in Moonfall.
What a reference. Could you explain what Moonfall is to the people who may not have seen Moonfall?
Really good disaster movie. Moon, it do be fallen. They send up a space.
It fell.
Imagine it was lower.
Super lore.
They sent up a space shuttle, and then all the electronics died, and then Patrick Wilson, the best astronaut to ever goddamn be in the game, lands a space shuttle back on Earth with no electricity,
with no power,
and then NASA crucifies him and calls him a bad astronaut.
They call him, he's a loose cannon, and
a traitor, I think,
and a traitor, and he's a dickhead. Yeah,
and his whole career goes to piss
because he says the power cut off in space, and they said no, it didn't. Yeah, and he was like, no, it definitely did.
He's like, then how'd you land? Because I'm a really good pilot. That's how I landed.
And we cannot stress enough, he falls from space. So he's in space, and he gets slowly dragged into Earth's orbit, and then travelling at the speed of whatever that is from space, falling with flames coming all around him, no power, lands it perfectly.
No navigational systems. Lands on the same runway he left from.
He lands in America. In the same place.
He can see his car as he fucking pulls in.
And like from space, he's like, right there, that's where I'm going.
That's where I'll pop her. Like, no ocean landing, none of this bullshit. It wasn't even a concern. No,
he lands it perfectly back on the runway, and it's like, well, look, that happens every day, you know what I mean?
Look, I'm just a great astronaut. Everyone
I think
else
that's my favourite. That's my favourite piloting scene in any movie.
It's so good.
Because it's only afterwards that they're like, you dickhead, you've ruined our reputation. I'm like, that man is the greatest man that's ever lived. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I hope like his wife's new husband dies needlessly.
Oh, a lack of oxygen at the end when the moon has fallen.
The moon has fallen. The moon scrapes the top of the mountains, but everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
It scrapes the top of the Andes, or is it the Alps? The Rockies. Yeah, it scrapes the top of the Rockies, and it's still even when it scrapes them, it still stays up in the air.
Yeah, it's the moon. Like, it's what do you want from it?
And everyone's fine. You can still breathe just fine.
Yeah, and the Earth is basically grand at the end. A few people died.
Yeah, like everyone like celebrates, like, hey, we fucking did it. We saved the Earth.
There's nothing wrong. Don't worry about it.
It's the best movie we've ever seen, and if you haven't seen it, we would highly recommend it but maybe watch it with people that you like as like a bit of a friendly, just like sit around, let's all watch this movie and have a laugh.
Yeah, no, don't go into it expecting the best movie ever, because it's not.
It is.
But go into it expecting a fun time.
No, don't expect it, but it is the best movie ever. But you don't have to expect that it's the best movie
I'm trying to undersell
Sorry,
here,
you're right. Yeah, it's the second best movie ever.
That's true, after Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's
Chest, yeah, of course. So, Shaun...
He would have piloted that big wheel right back up.
Stop talking about the big wheel we talked about on the Patreon already.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
By the way, she also said that she had no vision for the next 4 weeks afterwards.
Fucking hell, that's terrifying.
She had impaired vision for 4 weeks.
You just assume that that's not coming back at that point, wouldn't you?
The wind is just hitting your eyes at like such a speed that you just go blind and deaf, I assume.
Yeah, like, I don't... Which is why it's wild when you look back at like old planes and pilots. And it was just like fellas with goggles on, and that's it.
Yeah, like where's all their Rogers originals when they're going up in the air to stop their ears popping?
I've gone on to Rolos for that kind of purpose.
I'm a gum man myself. I'll take some chewing gum.
You have to look after the gum then. I will say I've swallowed every piece of chewing gum I've ever eaten.
What?
Yeah. To this day, I'll swallow chewing. I do not care.
Sorry.
He's shocked, ladies and
gentlemen. Everyone, let's take a moment. I'm stopping weird news.
Yeah.
This is kind of
weird, this news.
We're going to have a chat.
Yeah.
Because you consistently try to kill yourself. All the time.
I don't try. The universe does.
Things happen to you.
Yeah.
You have swallowed every piece of gum you've ever eaten.
Yes.
You've never put them in a bin.
I might have like a couple of times, but
but you can't remember specifically a time where you put it in the bin.
My go-to procedure is swallow the gum. It's not going to kill me.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What? I'm done with it.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You're allowed to swallow gum.
No, you're not.
No one can stop you.
No, you're not. Have you ever spoken to anybody in the world that has done that?
Has swallowed gum? Yeah.
Who?
Okay, I can't think of a specific...
You can't name one person. Nobody's done it consistently.
It generally isn't harmful if swallowed.
Generally. That's a very fucking wide generally. I mean, it's generally not harmful to do most things.
Name one.
Crossing the street.
Yeah.
Generally not harmful.
How many times do you cross the street?
Loads of times.
Yeah, and and you're fine. I've swallowed gum loads of times and I'm fine.
Oh my God, right. I think this is actually the most crazy thing you've ever said to me.
Really?
You said that you drowned twice.
And I got hit by a car while crossing the street.
You got hit by a car as well. Oh my God. Everyone listening to this right now, if you have lasted this long into this episode, I feel like this is the thing that has dropped at the end. Why did you wait this long to tell me this?
I didn't think it was weird.
What are you talking about?
I think there's a load of gum swallowers out there. It's fine. I don't do gum that often, I will say.
Any other swallowers out there?
Where are my swallowers at?
Where are my big swallowers at? And my Hocktuas.
Hocktua swallow. Yeah, man. It's my own Avengers I'm assembling
Shaun,
here. Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's not that crazy.
It's no, I mean, we all have a laugh on this show, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm genuinely worried. About you.
I was reading up on this thing. It's called quantum immortality.
Yeah.
Which suggests that in quantum physics and probability, there's one person who's just going to survive everything that comes at him. And I'm fucking on track right now.
Fuck it. Do you know what? I think that might be you as well.
Yeah, I podcast forever.
You're unkillable.
And I'm trying actively with all the gum that I swallow.
You're the only person I know who actively does go out of their way to try to just cause any harm. Just cross a road without looking, just drown themselves.
I'm careful, I'm cautious. I don't
Anyone cautious is not swallowing gum.
They find me.
How often are you chewing gum?
I'll have gum maybe once or twice a week.
What? This is madness.
He's so upset. It's so funny.
This is madness, Shaun.
Yeah, Orla's not thrilled that I do it. But.
Of course she's not. Because she has a brain. What?
I have a brain.
You do not, clearly. If you're swallowing gum. Who told you this? Who as a child said that's completely normal?
I know one. You just
decided.
Because I heard the thing that it stays in your stomach for 7 years.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I won't do that. But then I was like, what if I test it? And then I did it. And then after 7 years of continually swallowing gum, I was fine. So I've just been doing it forever.
That's the stupidest reason for doing anything I've ever heard.
I'm just saying. It's not, it's inert. It doesn't do anything. It passes through you.
Oh, man.
What's your fear with swallowing gum? What's going on there?
I don't have a fear. I'm not going to, but like.
Alright, swallow some then.
No, because.
Alright, you can.
Because I'm not an idiot. It's just universally known that you just don't do it. Because otherwise, not even for the health reasons, it's just weird.
It's not weird.
It is.
You can swallow all kinds of things and be fine.
Don't be swallowing anything that isn't edible.
Gum is edible. It's meant to go in your mouth and be chewed.
Don't be doing that. Please, people message in and let me know how you... Please, we need Shaun to know that he's fucking weird. Know.
If you too love to swallow gum...
if there's any of my fellow swallowers out there...
I will be broadcasting on this channel at this time.
The people don't want me to let this out. They're trying to stop me. I mean, I think this is the craziest thing you've ever said. And I've heard you say some fucking mad shit.
Yeah. No, I've kind of made a career out of it.
I've known you for a decade. And why did you never tell me that you are a weirdo who swallows gum?
You've offered me gum and I've never
I
thrown it away.
I don't keep whereabouts of where you're putting the fucking hubba bubba.
Well, now you know. It's in my tummy.
Stop.
Okay, just for you, I'll stop swallowing
Put it in a piece of paper and put it in the bin.
But that's difficult.
Why?
Because what if I don't have a piece of paper or a bin handy?
You rip it off the gum packet.
What if someone has given me a piece of gum?
You have to have a receipt or something. You could just put it into the bin anyway, just free rate it if you need to.
Well, that's rude. I'd rather swallow it.
No, it's not. It's not rude.
What if someone reaches into the bin and touches my yucky gum?
Who's reaching into bins?
Well, look, here's the second part of my story. Started reaching into bins recently.
To take old gum and swallow that.
Yum, yum, yum.
Oh my God. I don't even know what to do anymore. I was going to
still come to your wedding?
No. Certainly not. Certainly not. I was going to talk about Florida Man, but we've run out of time because you brought up the craziest thing you've ever said.
We ran out of time because you took offence to how I live my life.
I wasn't taking offence. I'm genuinely worried. This is me saying to you, like, you're going to die from gum. Like,
in the picture
when you
of
die
health.
and they open up your body, there's just going to be hundreds of pieces
delicious
of gum.
spearmint pieces.
No. Oh, no. I don't want to host this show with you anymore. I think this is the end. I think this is the end.
This can't be how we end. It's only episode 12.
The thing that breaks us apart.
The gum. Well, we can stick ourselves back together, Conor.
Fucking hell. Like, surely you have massive constipation, because I think it goes in there and gets stuck.
It's free and easy down there, I'll be honest.
Fibre all the way.
Hell yeah. Can't digest fibre, you know that? Just goes through you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
If you can eat fibre, you can eat gum.
That is the stupidest sentence you've said.
It's a false equivalency.
It's not a false equivalence. Sure, if you can drink beer, you can drink fucking diesel.
Now you're getting it, Conor.
Now you're getting it. Everyone message in, please, and tell Shaun to stop. He won't listen to me as his friend, but he might listen to you as strangers.
I took a swig of oil one time on accident.
Do you want to take us out? Because how are you still alive?
Quantum immortality. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, and next Monday with another episode of the show. And I'll be here every Monday forever, because I'll keep swallowing gum and nothing bad will happen.
You're a madman.
Thank you to everyone.
I'm done.
Over at Patreon, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that is in the description if you want to get our movie reviews.
I don't think we should hang out anymore.
Oh my God, he's really upset with me. And I love it. Thank yous go to Róisín and Baby Ben Palmer, Joe Burney, Ryan Komatsu, Dozer Enthusiast, Evanson, Waffles Loves You and hopes you have a good day, David Clarke, Shaun Chuck in the wash and it'll be grand, Jamieson. I just looked at him in the camera, sorry. He's shaking his head. Dominic. Anna looks forward to the next Irish animal story, Hjelmroos.
I'm like a disappointed dad.
Yeah. Not angry.
I'm not mad. I'm just like, why are you trying to kill yourself, bro?
You're shocked. Danny McLaughlin, Lordsmish, Michelle Browne, Michaela Doughty, Frost, Pollen can go fuck itself, Ed Ball, Conor and Lorraine are certain you could kill someone with a compass, just aim for the carotid artery. Russ In, the spirit of the pod, I think it would be a win if Jack Markham added Asylum to his surname-Parfitt. Jackson Brueheim has released a new episode of Can Columbo Crack the Case. Liz had a few too many on St. Paddy's Day and tipsily subscribed to the Patreon. Ciara Lawler, Judge Lahey, The Amazing World of Keza, Mikey, Chair's #1 fan, Chair, Kyle Borowski, Rory, Shaun subs to the Patreon after 10 creamy pints, Peter, Bow Beater, Banana, Fana, Fofeater, Fee-Fi, Foameter, Peter, Jack Markham, and Barlow Cheese. Thank you all very much for your support. We really, really appreciate it. Please stick around. I'm not that weird, I promise. That's also what I say to Conor every recording session. But if you want to head on over there, it helps us keep making the show. You also get those movie reviews. There is also a merch store, heroesforhire.ie/shop. Twitter is @HeroesForHirePod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Conor Lawler.
Just the one, please. I've been Shaun Meath.
See you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.